Hey, howdy. Finals are finally done. I get to relax again. It's a good feeling. We're gonna be doing some more collective unconscious. I want to try and do a little bit more just random exploring, especially these two worlds down here. I've kind of been neglecting, especially with the new 1.4 content. Surely it's around. There is like new worlds I haven't seen that are around here somewhere, and if nothing else, there's always just expeditions. There's an expedition to Maroon Tomb, which I don't think I've seen before. Hang on. There you go. And it was Maroon Tomb. It was. Yes. That's Duskworld. I think Duskworld is this one over here, right? Yeah, perfect. Couldn't have planned that better if I tried. So, the main thing that I've been up to, I've been stressing over finals, but, you know, what else is new? I have also been working on a different project that is not... It's not the same thing as the Guppy's Tale project. That is still happening. I'm not gonna promise that that will be done by the time that, by the time the year's over. That's the plan. Things are may inevitably get in the way, especially now that I have time. You'd think that I'd have the opposite problem, but because I have time, I now need to, like... I need to manage what I spend my time on out of fear that I may get distracted by something very silly and unrelated. Which tends to happen for me. Oh, this isn't even it. This is Maroon Dunes. There's 2 maroon areas here? Oh, it's... Okay, I was right. It is here. Whoa. There's some cool stuff here. But yeah, I've been working on something entirely new and original and weird, and I'm super excited to see where it leads. And that thing is, hang on, where am I? Ugh, teleport maze. Not really in the mood for a teleport maze today, to be honest. I've been working on the Pearls project a little bit more. And we have reached almost full parity. And because of that, I can finally start thinking about adding new things, which is awesome. I've been really looking forward to that. I love the way this looks. I've always been a sucker for world designs that are like, oh god, that one area, the Odin location with the, like, the strong, like, colors and, like, painted watercolor. I forget exactly the name of the area. Ugh. This is all Bile. This... Okay, yeah, this has gotta be a reference to Lisa the First. Ugh. I don't like this whatsoever. This was the point when I was playing Lisa the First where I just completely gave up because it was making me want to throw up. Like this, if you've never played Lisa the First, there's an area that looks very much like this, but a little bit worse. Everything is like a little bit lower resolution, and that makes it look even more disturbing. Oh, this does look really sick, though. I wonder if there's a way back there. Can I use rodent to slip underneath? No, I can't. Interesting. But that did seem to agitate the creature a little bit. These creatures also look... They look a hell of a lot like Joy Mutants. Or like the weird, like, sheep things. Yeah, look. They get, like, agitated. Are you hostile now? No. Oh, there's just pus. There's just slime in there. What am I supposed to do about that? Oh my god, there's so much here. Okay, I guess that's it for here. I appreciate the restraint to not just take a page out of Lisa's book for the soundtrack and make it just like a set of like assorted screams and wails. Because the area that comes to mind is, there's an area in Lisa, and if you've seen my, like, God, it's such an old series by this point, but when I actually played Lisa and recorded it, there's an old set of, or there's a area, I forget the exact name for it. I think it's called Nice Neighborhood internally, and I think that's just what the community has referred to it as well. And the entire time that you're in that area, it's playing music that is, in the soundtrack, literally called Blood for Sex. And it is extremely, like, dour, awful music for a dour, awful area. This smells like a teleport maze. It's actually not. Go figure. So what's in here? Leads to burning building. Oh. Oh, cool. Wait. Actually, I like that a lot. So there's like there's an elevator room essentially, and you can dial 00 to access it. Yellow Bile Tenements. Let's head back to Yellow Bile Tenements. I kind of want to keep exploring. Oh, shit. But I'm getting sidetracked, which seems to be the theme with a lot of my conversations. So, I've been working on the Pearls mod. I've been starting to add new stuff, which means that I kind of want to keep the general theme of things that are related to pearls, things that like directly have the word pearl in the name, or at the very least like have some tenuous connection back to being pearls or like marine life. So in order to accomplish this goal, I spent the better part of an afternoon going on Wikipedia, and if you didn't know, Wikipedia has a functionality, as do a lot of like older websites, where you can just search titles or like descriptions that have specific words or phrases in them. Ugh. I don't like this. So I ended up just looking for a master list of everything on Wikipedia that has the word pearl in it. Ugh, it's one of these again. Oh. Whoa. That's cool. And I've learned a whole lot about pearls, more than any person should reasonably have to. And when we're waiting in the elevator next time, I can like rattle off a few of them. Because I have most of them written down with their like associated, I don't know, like associated stimulus. So, we've got Pearl. Oh, that was fast. We've got Pearl Faye from Ace Attorney. We've got I found several several mountains that were named like Mount Pearl or Pearl Mountain. I ended up just picking one because I feel like there's way too many of them to list off individually. Oh, there's a whole thing here. That also feels like a direct, at least the first reference, huh? Ugh. Why? I don't want to sit there. That's... that is especially unnerving. I swear, I'm gonna walk into one of these rooms and find, like, a massive... I'm gonna find Marty Mountain in here somewhere. And if you know, you know. But there's Pearl Mountain in there, there's Pearl Fay, there's, a lot of, like, weird, very weird specific references, because I ended up doing full scattershot, everything I could find that had that specific word. Often things that I don't necessarily know a whole lot about, but I'm gonna try my best. Like, I found an entry about, Pearl Primus, who was, like... She was a dancer from, like, the 30s, 40s, 50s, who was known for spreading awareness about African dance in the US. And I was sitting there like, I have never heard of this person in my life, but apparently, like, she was very well respected. Very well respected as a teacher, well respected as a dancer, to the point that she was even, like, given a... I forget if it was the Presidential Medal of Freedom or if it was some kind of, like, other associated honor by President George H.W. Bush. Which is awesome. There's too much world in this world. I'm getting disturbed. Why is it so big in here? Let's see, there was that, there was Pearl River, which is a river in China, in Gongsao, apparently. There's a couple of... That's something that I've been happy about so far, is that there's a lot of, like, multicultural and multinational references here. It's not just American stuff, and it makes it a lot more interesting. Though, I am definitely going to have to reach out and make sure that all of these things that are references to non-American things are well represented, because, you know, I'm only American. I feel like I've been walking in circles. I don't know if there's anything else I'm missing here. But man, this place is unnerving. Looks like that was everything. So... yeah, I should just be able to keep walking to the left. And find the exit, right? Oh, no, I need to go... I think if I go behind the fence, I should be able to go back to where I came. It's not this fence, it is, like, maybe a little further up. Yes, it is this. Wow, that was... this area is very cool and highly disturbing. That checks off both spaces on my bingo card. One of these days I do need to properly play Lisa the First. I played enough of it that I could understand the themes that would get touched on and painful. And like I think I got to the Marty spiders, and I think I stopped not on the spiders, but right after. Because it's a pretty rudimentary game, and it makes it kind of frustrating to do things. That being said, it is highly disturbing and very cool. Like I give it props for, oh my god, there's a lot here. I give it major props for how early it came, and the fact that it eventually would inspire Lisa the Painful under the same developer. Ooh. But there's also a girl with a pearl earring in there, which that you wouldn't know it from that initially, but that made me laugh quite a lot when I first read about it, because apparently girl with a pearl earring is it is a specific class of painting. I don't remember the name of it offhand. It's an Italian term. And the whole premise is that it is specifically a painting of like not necessarily someone of nobility, but of more like average birth. And the facial expression is intentionally very exaggerated. Or at least it usually is. This one is more of just like a portrait figure of a woman. But that also introduced me to Franz Xaver Messerschmitt. And the only reason why I remember that offhand is because I have the tab open in Wikipedia. And his whole gimmick was making paintings and sculptures that were exactly that. Of, like, commoners, and not necessarily nobility, but maybe slightly above lower class citizens. Oh, let's say middle class. Technically the middle class didn't exist yet, but the equivalent of middle class citizens. And just showing them doing silly things and making silly facial expressions. And I am a pioneer of the silly. I love that stuff. So I was more than happy to read about this. It was very fun. Very amusing to read about all of these. Oh, that looks really nice. I love the way this world looks. I haven't really commented on it, but it looks very, very pretty with the way that the way that they play with the transparency here. Yeah, here's Maroon Dunes again. But to give you an idea, I'm not gonna just show the images, because I mean I can link it in the description. But some of these images are hilarious. There's stuff like The Satirist, or like stuff like Down with a Cold, or my favorite is I think it was called Afflicted with Constipation. It's all like completely ridiculous, over the top titles, except for the time. And weird, or I suppose for the time. Less so now. But the standards for decency were pretty ludicrous at that time, so I imagine he got a lot of consternation from people around this time period for daring to show someone being constipated. But it makes me sad. It makes me wish that more people did stuff like this, because it brought me so much delight. Is this a teleport? Maybe if I... It's not a teleport! I was under the impression that it was. Okay. Sorry, little guy. I didn't mean it. Okay, I might have meant it. Now that I know that there's no connection there, I just won't do it again. And he can be his free, jolly little self. But I also found another one, and I don't remember the name of the artist off the dome, but the painting was called The Smoker, and I could not stop laughing at it. Because it's just... It looks hilarious. Let's try... I don't even know where I want to go from here. Because I spent a while in the Lease of the First World. Yeah, I'm at 20 minutes. So there's Moth Garden. Do I want to do Moth Garden? I feel like I could. Because I forget if I've explored this area entirely. I think this is where the Moth Idola is. The Imago. Yeah, it looks like that's all that's here. It's a huge area dedicated to the Imago Eidolon. This is the Spiral Girl and associated area? I forget exactly where this leads. It was like Dead Spiral something. Dead Spiral Purgatory, yes. And if I could use this as a thumbnail again, I would, because I adore this. I adore this art. It looks so good. It looks amazing. Ugh. I'm going to assume that you have to kill her with Soulfire. I apologize. Ugh. And I regret it immediately. Don't like this. Don't like this at all. So are there actually chasers in here now? I can only imagine that that's usually the trigger for actual real chasers to spawn. Shoot. Well. Sorry. Okay. Already that's more than I was hoping to do today. Even though I've explored like 4 locations today. Night Market. Have I gone to Neon Star Halls yet? I don't know if I have. Whoa! This looks cool as hell! There's Tokatsu City, there's Flooded Walkway, and there's Snowy Shoal. Sure, let's just see what's the first one I get to. I really like... I like that background parallax effect a lot. Saw blue. Yeah, there's a connection over there. And drumroll please, which one is it? It's Flooded Walkway. Whoa, wait. Wait. This is not the walkway I was expecting. Wait, this rocks! This is such a neat idea for a world. Wait. I love that. Whoa. Oh, the fish. Awesome fish. Spectral? How do I get past you? Is there anything past? Oh, is this is meant to be this is an unfinished connection, isn't it? I see. I think I will eventually be able to burn that garbage and reveal the path behind it, but not right now. Ooh, spider sigils. Every once in a while, I need to resist the urge to make references to the Snapcube Kingdom Hearts fan dub. I saw spider, and my first thought was, well, why not frog or spider? I love that so much. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's really funny. It's kind of long, but it's worth it. Also, wait a second. This is a nexus. Why is there a nexus here? Oh, that's why. Oh. Oh, that's a sign. I see. So on paper, this is another nexus. But half of these doors don't work, and I kind of get the feeling they're never going to. Oh my god, wait, this is a pink sea. That's a Ponico house, isn't it? I recognize that. I recognize what this might be. Sure. Hopefully this leads to another... It's been a while since we've had, like, a proper Uboa event. Kinda hoping that's what this is. Aww. Hang on, I need a picture of that. And... okay, I have a bad feeling about how you trigger the Oboa event here. Wait, this is cute too, what? I also like that, poster up there that's definitely not the lesbian flag. Don't tell me I have to kill the bunny to do the event. Oh. Interesting, there isn't one. Yeah, no. I'll leave the bunny alone, then. You keep being an adorable little guy. Love that. Love that for you. Alright, I'm probably done for now. That's all I got. Thanks so much for watching, y'all.